Hi guys, so if you've watched my, if you've just watched my last video, if you've come over here from my last video, then you know I'm starting this whole like series about basically helping you guys with your very real life problems that you're having with guys. And problems, etc, etc, etc. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I've kind of like got all your emails and I'm going to go through them one by one and try and make them into videos, however that is possible, and we're about to find out how that's possible now. And basically the whole purpose of this is to read out your problems that are all real life, you know, from my actual followers, and basically give you advice on them and kind of what I would do in your situation. So without further ado, let's start with this issue, okay? I'm going to read out the problem just so you kind of know the story, the backstory, before I give the advice. Okay. Hi Thanna, I love your videos and lives, keep it up. I would like advice on this. I'm a 20-year-old Muslim girl that has committed zina. Zina, by the way, in case you don't know, is adultery, which is basically any sex outside of marriage. Which I do know is wrong. I have done it twice with 2 different guys, but I am still with one of the guys. The first time when it did happen, I should have learnt my lesson and not have done it, but I was stupid to do it. Anyway, I have been with this guy for over a year. Like in the beginning, he was really sweet and loving, and now he's changed. I feel like he's immature for his age, 21. I don't know why he has changed, and this doesn't take me seriously like before. He was really committed. He came to my house, met my mum and everything. He told his sister and brother about me. Like, we have been through a lot, but I don't feel like he is the right one anymore. I know he's not cheating on me or anything, but I just want to have a serious relationship and feel loved. I know I did wrong, but because he wasn't giving me attention like he used to, like he don't call me the way he used to or message me, sometimes it will be the whole day go without calling me. I know, by the way, this is not me not knowing how to read it, it's a bit like funky with the grammar. I know he's busy with work, but I just want him to at least make an effort. So because he wasn't giving me attention and love, I started speaking to another guy. It's been a couple of months of talking to this guy. He's really cute, he's serious, and he wants something long term, which I love about him. But he doesn't know I have a boyfriend, and I know if I tell him that, I'm going to lose him for good. I told my boyfriend that I'm speaking to this other guy. He was annoyed about it, but it's like he don't really care. I don't know which one I should be with. Both of them know about my past. Like with A, we have done everything and have been together for over a year, and with B, I only know him for a few months, but he seems more serious. I don't know what to do. I hope this email even made sense. Just about. Okay, so there are so many angles that I want to come at this. First of all, you're telling me the first guy, let's call the first guy, what the fudge is that? The first guy is A and the second guy is B. The first guy, you're telling me he was serious at the start, you've slept with him, and now he's no longer serious. I know that's not how it came out in your mind, but that's technically what's happened now. He's not serious anymore. Second guy is now serious again. You haven't given him anything yet, so we don't know what the situation was like. You've not really been with him that long, or even been with him in that capacity, because you're still the other guy. First of all, let's take them one at a time. The first guy, I know, like with a lot of scenarios where you've slept with a guy and it's haram, of course, you kind of want to see it through to the end, because in your mind, you know what, when you get married to him, it's going to kind of halal or try and fix the wrongs that you've done in terms of zina. Like, we all think like that, like, let's be real. So I do understand that notion of it. However, I don't agree with it to the point, like, you did the haram, so you have to take that. That's it. You have to take that and its punishment, whatever it is, and try and ask God for forgiveness for that. I don't think that's justification to stay in a relationship where you're not happy. That's number one. Number two, the first guy, A, you might as well just cut him off now, because the fact that you're able to speak to another guy, and like just always remember this, if you're able to get feelings for another guy, from the get-go you didn't have feelings for the first guy. I don't care what anyone says. You can't love two people the same way. You can't do it. So the fact that you're able to allow yourself to speak to another guy, that first guy, forget about him. The fact that he's not messaging you or calling you, he's kind of on the really process to forgetting you as well. So first guy is a no-no. Do I think you should get into a relationship with the second guy? Absolutely not. Because this whole thing, like, you're coming at this whole thing as a like serious person, which I really respect because you're quite young, but you're coming at it at a non-serious situation, very serious. You're coming at these guys expecting seriousness from them, and they're not capable. No matter what they say, they are not capable of seriousness. It's very unlikely a 21-year-old boy at this day and age, in this day and age, is capable of anything serious right now. Even the one who's meeting your mum is not capable of anything serious right now. Like, he's still like finding himself at the end of the day. So you really shouldn't be giving yourself to people like that at the end of the day. I know you know it's wrong, but knowing it's wrong and continuously committing the same mistake, it's not going to really... Like, there's a point. I believe God will forgive us for anything, really. But if you're really remorseful, and if you're really remorseful, you need to want to not do it again. Like, you can't just be, it's like, oh shit, I did this, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. And then you do it again, oh shit, I did it again, I'm sorry. You did it again. Oh, it can't be a situation like that. Like, that isn't how, this is not how forgiveness works, so to speak. You're young. All these boys that you're talking to are young. They're not capable of anything serious. They can't, even if they were honest, like, they're going to be lying even when they're honest. Because even if they're honest, like, in that moment, they feel like, yeah, you know what, I'm serious about it, etc. Because they're so young, that honesty, whilst it is honest, in a year's time, it's not going to apply. In 2 years' time, it's not going to apply. As they grow and realise what they do want and what they don't want, it's not going to apply. Like, this is, like, I'm against haram relationships just altogether. However, if you're leaning towards having a haram relationship, at least push it a bit later in your life, because there's less likelihood a bit later in your life that it's going to end before marriage. I know a lot of people won't agree with this, but I'm just saying, if you are one of those people that, you know, you're happy to have a haram relationship because you think it's going to end in marriage or blah blah, you know, there are a lot, whether you like it or not, there are a lot of people that think like this, because a lot of us do get into relationships. But if you're one of these people, then at least don't do it when you're young, when you're 21, 18, 19, 20. When you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, like, don't be doing it then. Okay? Even 23, to be honest with you, you still don't know yourself. Like, I've learnt so much about myself in the last couple of years, it's a joke. Like, it's a joke. Even when I thought I was a human being and I knew myself at 27, I knew everything, what I wanted. I still learnt a whole load in the last 3 years. 5 years, clearly, because I'm 32 now, and I keep forgetting that. I keep thinking I'm 30, shit. Anyway, you learn so much about yourself, and I know it's so patronising hearing that from someone older than you, but, like, I've been you. I've been you at every single age of your life. Like, I've been that person that wanted true love at, like, 16. And, yeah, I did get married to the person that I thought I had true love with, you know, the person that was young also, who promised himself to me, and we kind of, I made sure that none of us kind of backed out of that. It wasn't happily ever after. You know, so it's not a case of anyone can do anything, really, but it's a case of whether you're going to be happy or not. For me now, at this age of my life, I only want to be with what's going to make me happy. Like, it's not about what's going to make the world happy. This marriage is going to shut everyone up. It's none of that. At the end of the day, I don't care. I could have like 3 nikahs, 4 nikahs in my lifetime. To someone else, I'll be like, used goods, damaged goods. But as long as I'm happy with the person I am and God's happy with me, that's all that's going to make me. That's all that I need to worry about at the end of the day. I don't care if, like I'd rather that than have a couple of haram relationships and just be like in front of the world. Had my nikah once and that's it. Like, no, I don't give a shit about that. Honestly and truly, I don't give a shit. I'd rather everyone know that I've had the nikah 3-4 times and I know I've pleased God in that process. Whether it works out or not, like, my intention is for it to work out. I'd rather have that than have multiple relationships and they don't get to nikah, and they're like little mini zinas here and there and here and there and here and there, and eventually I get one nikah. Okay, yeah, but that one nikah to get there, it was haram before that. Do you get it? So that's how I see it now. So when it comes to this situation, because I digress clearly, with this situation, look, you're looking for candy in a bowl of fruit right now. You're not going to find it. You're looking for seriousness in people who cannot be serious at all. Even if they wanted to, even if they were very, very honest about wanting to be serious, they could be so serious. They cannot do it. They're not physically capable, because people grow. Boys grow. Like, boys will have more like experiences in the next couple of years of his life before he gets married, and he's gonna change everything that he thought he wanted a year ago is gonna change. And that's literally playing out in front of you with the guy that you're with. Okay? In terms, again, of the guy that you're with, dead that. That isn't what you're supposed to end up with. Learn from it. Don't just dead it and be like, oh yeah, no. You cannot be jumping. If you're planning to leave this guy to jump into with this guy, like, no. This is honestly the biggest mistake you'll make. And I guarantee you, if you get with the second guy, it's not going to last. I guarantee you. So save yourself that haram. Avoid it. Take a couple of moments out for yourself. Like, believe me, like when I tell girls, like when you focus on yourself, like the typical hoe tagline, yeah, I'm doing me right now, and not that. Like, actually focus on yourself. You're 20 years old, okay? If you make yourself something amazing in the next 3-4 years of your life, believe me when I tell you, men of a good, like, standing are going to be flocking to you, that you're going to have that choice. Tell your mental that. Like, tell your brain that's your focus now. Making yourself so amazing that every guy that deaded you, and every guy that kind of ghosted you, and every guy in the future that is worth anything is going to want to be with you. Like, tell yourself that. Say, this is what I'm going to do the next couple of years. Not focus on any guy, any random, like, any next guy now. Don't think like that. Because any next guy right now is not going to last. It's very unlikely it's going to last. And even if it does last, even if you can make it last, even if you can make him put a ring on it, there's no telling that you're going to be happy with this person. Because what you want now at 20 is going to be different to what you want at 25. Whether you like it or not. Okay? Yes, you can still be, I'm not saying that you'll end up getting divorced. You can get married to someone young and stay married to them. But I'm telling you, you're not going to be in a relationship where this is your ultimate soulmate. Like, you guys just gel. Like, you have arguments, but you still don't, like, you don't care about your arguments. Like, they're just literally like, whatever. The main point is you're in love with each other. Because you two, as souls, you mesh, like, on a different level. To find that, you need to find yourself, and you haven't found yourself yet, unfortunately. So, with regards to who you should choose, neither. Dead them both. Because you're not going to get anything out of either of them except for more haram. Like, that's the honest truth. You're only looking to get more haram out of both situations now. But yeah, that's it. That's all really. That's all I wanted to say. I don't think I missed anything else out. Like, I always tell you guys, like, try and throw situations, like, to guys to see if they're serious. But I'm not talking to you about a 20-year-old guy. A 20-year-old guy is not a man yet. So he doesn't know the depth of going to someone's parents and saying, yeah, I do want this girl. So despite the fact this guy has done it, doesn't mean anything when he's 21. It means something when he's 24, 25, 26, 27. Because then he has more self-respect. And he'll be like, yeah, if I'm not serious about this girl, I'm not really looking to go embarrass myself like that. A 20-year-old girl is like, no F's given. Like, whatever, yeah, I'll come to you, I'll meet your sister, I'll meet your cousin, I'll meet like, he's just like all like wild out and whatever, and he's just like, just all rowdy and shit. Like, he's just like, whatever. Anything you tell him at that point, he's like, yeah, man, I love you, like, more than anything, and he's just gonna show you. Because he doesn't give a shit. Literally doesn't give a shit. He doesn't know to give a shit. Not that he actually is an asshole. He just doesn't know to give a shit about these things. And these things are important. These things are going to kind of dictate how people respect you, you know, in your life. Doesn't think like that. So, I need to tell you that's so wrong that you're talking to a second guy. Like, when I say to you guys, talk to multiple guys, I'm talking about dating process. Like, these are even guys you haven't even met yet. People that you just meet, like, you've just got their contact details, like, you just start talking. When you're at that talking stage, talk to a number of guys. Not when you're in a relationship, like after a year and you're not feeling one guy, you start talking to. I know the way that women work is we have to move on before we break up. That's just generally how most women work. Most women, whenever they want to break up with someone, they need to mentally move on from this person before they're able to actually walk away. Because if they walk away, then they don't really walk away and it becomes like kind of a messy situation. So generally that's how women work. They will mentally switch off from you before they leave you. Whereas a guy, this is why it's like it's a lot more like when a woman mentally cuts you off, that's it, it's dead. Like, you know it's dead. When she mentally, but it takes her a while to mentally do it. And here, as we can see, some women do it whilst they're still not entered that other relationship because they don't want to feel the feeling of not being in a relationship, which I can understand, but it's not a justification. Like, you can't be doing this shit. For yourself, you're not giving yourself the best kind of chance at finding happiness because you're jumping from one to another. That might be better than this, but it might not be what you deserve. You might deserve a lot more than that. So you're kind of surrounding yourself in like very shitty situations, and like a lily pad. Like, you're jumping from one to another in the same shit lake. That's what you're doing, technically. Like, you need to give you a chance to go out, get off that lake, and go see the other lakes to see what there is out there. But this guy, yes, he can be serious now. He might seem serious now. But what's to say after you have sex with him, after you're intimate with him, after you do dinner with him, what's to say he's still going to be serious in a year's time? This guy that you're with, that you're telling me now is no longer serious about you. You were telling me how he was so serious at the start. Like, you're just kind of repeating your pattern now. So take yourself out of the situation. Do not be with any guy. If you need to talk to guys, if you feel like you need attention, because clearly I think you have a problem with attention, like, which loads of girls do. I'm not judging you for it. Loads of girls like need that attention. If you need that attention, talk to guys. But talk to them on a keep at arm's length. Talk to them at arm's length. Do not let a guy to have that over you, that he has your body, he has your closeness, he has that on you. Don't allow a guy to have that on, unless he's like close to being your husband, if not your husband. Don't allow that. And you're kind of giving yourself a bit too much to these guys that haven't really given you anything. So yeah, end of story. That's it. So as I've started doing these, I've got quite a lot to go through anyway, but if you guys send me your situations, I'm going to do them based on what I think is really interesting, and which I think people will be interested in to hear, and what people can also pick up from. So send me your questions. I'll put the email down below. Email me anything that you want, long story, short story, whatever it is, anything you want advice on. Here we are. Okay, so hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this series that I've started, and hopefully it's going to help you guys, and yeah, hopefully any good comes out. Obviously hate's going to come out, like we're already expecting the hate that's going to come out. I mean, again, why are you encouraging girls to have a relationship? Other than that, I hope that good is going to come out of this, and you girls can get some sort of like little light bulb moments, like this is like my situation, I need to stop. But yeah, so yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and make sure you follow me on all my social media links, which I will include also. Okay, thank you, bye.